Hello everyone, my name is Puvudu. I work as a senior engineer in the Jira AI team. Today I'm going to formally introduce JQL Error Fixer. This is a feature that has been live for GA for a few months now, and we are seeing a lot of good usage. And yeah, I'm excited to demo this to you guys. Most of you guys know what JQL is, but for clarity, I'm gonna quickly go through that. JQL stands for Jira Query Language. It's a very powerful in-house language which powers lots of views in Jira. In most cases, we don't expect users to deal with JQL right like by themselves, but there are a few cases where users have to work with JQL. Um, the use case that JQL Error Fixer comes into play is issue search. In Issue Navigator, there are three search modes. The first one is the natural language search, where you use some natural language to search for Jira issues. This was another feature that was built by our team. And then the second option is to use the basic builder, where you can use UI controls like drop downs to easily search for issues. And the third and the most powerful form of search is JQL. So you use the raw form of query to search for issues. Now, since this is an in-house language, we can't expect users to be fluent with the language. So it's very natural that users would make errors. And there are other scenarios where even the power users will make mistakes because of state inconsistencies in Jira. That's where JQL Error Fixer comes into play. Here's a sneak peek of what it would look like. When there's a JQL error in the editor, we would suggest you a query saying like, this was the previous one, this is the new one, and if you're happy with it, you can accept it. So it's dead simple. That's pretty much what the feature does. And unlike many other features, most of the hard work and the smarts are done under the hood. So everything that the user has to do in this case is clicking the accept button. And so far, based on the usage, JQL Error Fixer is now the most actioned feature in Jira, AI feature in Jira. So users are actually finding quite good value with this feature. With JQL Fixer, um, you can fix JQL errors instantly. You don't need to sweep through docs. You don't have to guess what these values are. We'll do the hard work for you. It empowers every user, like not just JQL power users. Like you don't need to know JQL to start using JQL for your searches now. And most importantly, this is what I'm very excited about. We can iteratively improve a search step by step by having JQL Error Fixer as a buddy. And it's built with trust in mind. None of the queries that you put into the JQL editor are being used for training purposes. It's only available on your session and it's not leaked to any other customers. So privacy is the most important concern in this feature. All right, so let's jump into the demo. It's going to be a very simple demo. So I'll walk you guys through three use cases that I thought of where JQL Error Fixer can come in to help. So the first use case is someone sends you a link to an issue navigator page, which includes a JQL in the URL. And as soon as you go to the page, there can be a scenario where the JQL is broken. So you won't see any results. So if you are not a power user, you don't know how to fix a simple error, then you're completely stuck in a step like that. But you don't have to be stuck in a step like that anymore because you see this fix error button and you can click on it. And if it looks good enough for you, you can accept that. So in this case, the operator here was wrong and the project name was wrong as well. So you don't have to know that information yourself anymore. We do the hard work of finding it out under the hood and surfacing the correct values. And once you accept the result, the search is completed. So that is the first use case that I can think of where JQuery error comes into help. The second type of problem is an interesting case in Jira. In Jira, you can have filters saved as these JQL queries are saved as filters. And one scenario where these filters can break is, for example, in this case, this project was renamed from PNS to PNSC. And while you do that, the filters don't get updated automatically. So that's a limitation in Jira. While we should, of course, fix that problem, JQL Error Fixer comes into our help as a temporary solution. So as soon as you go to this filter now, we can see the correct query, and you can accept it, and you can even save it as the new filter. So it's as easy as that now. The third use case I want to walk through is a scenario where you don't have a JQL error at first, but now you, as a non-power user, need to improve this query. For example, in this case, you are seeing the JQL, but let's assume you start with the basic mode. So there's this search where I'm searching for issues or work items assigned to Andrea in, let's say, in this ACMA project, and I'm looking for work items or issues which are not done. So this is great. But now let's say I want to search for work items which are assigned to Andrea, but also which don't have an assignee. Unfortunately, with this these filters, sometimes it's a bit difficult to do some certain searches like that. In this case, it's of course possible to click on this unassigned filter, but there are certain scenarios where you don't remember what a filter is. You don't know what a value is out of your mind. So what you can do in these scenarios is go to the JQL mode and start using the queries yourself. So in this case, you can say project is ACME, and assign is Andrea or unassigned. So in this case, I'm deliberately making some mistakes in the JQL query, but I don't really care because JQL Error Fixer is there for my help. So once I enter the query, now the JQL Error Fixer is helping us here to come up with the right query. So I can accept that, and that would give us the work items which are assigned to Andrea and not assigned to anyone in this project. So I see this feature now as a blend of using the natural language JQL mode with JQL blended into one experience. So you can fix legit mistakes that you make, but also you can start writing raw queries without really worrying about the syntax or the semantic rules under the hood and get the true value out of the feature.